SDI machine with 5 HDMI or SDI inputs, so you can use either or. It also has 1 HDMI and SDI output, as well as support for a HDMI output for a multi-view. Yeah. So you can run a separate monitor with all the cameras and sources on that. Have you played the studio at all before?
No.
You should totally do it. It's free online. The software is free.
Yeah, we use Macs, so that's the problem right now.
Get a PC, y'all.
It doesn't work.
What?
PC just doesn't work. You know?
Well, if you get a PC, try the software out. It's free. It gives you like 1 camera input, and you can record one source, but you can only stream the live stream. So you could try the software out if you wanted to just try it out. And so,
does it have the full graphic functionality?
The free version I think has 1 graphics layer.
Okay.
This has 3.
Okay.
So,
because graphics is also something we use a lot, and that's hence we use Wirecast, because it gives us the possibility to play around with the picture by picture or picture in picture.
And I can show you exactly how to do that in here. It's really easy. So you've got, have you seen our remote cams? So this is one thing. Let's come over here. I'll show you this real fast. So this is your broadcaster.
Yep.
We plugged it into internet, and now if you did the last update on your broadcaster, there's 2 modes on it now. There's a stream mode, and then there's a studio mode. So if you put it in studio mode, and you start it up and you plug in a camera, you can plug it into Ethernet or attach it to Wi-Fi, whatever you'd like. But now I can bring that into my switcher as a wireless camera.
Yes.
So this is not HDMI or SDI in, it's just on the same local network, and so you can just keep using your broadcaster right with your studio box. So it's really nice. Really nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're using a lot of SDI in.
Yeah, it's okay though. I can show them here. So in here we've got like 3 graphics layers, the 3 downstream keys. So you can just choose 1 layer here. In this layer we have like just a bunch of lower thirds set up in here. And so it's pretty easy. You can just preview one that you want to shoot up, and you can just hit push, and we'll push it live. Get something else playing here. And then in here, you can actually just unselect another layer, and we're just going to change it. And we're still in this 1 graphics layer. So you can actually have multiple layers of graphics all going at the same time, and I can just push all those up at once under 1 layer.
I see.
So with that, we've got like full Twitter integration now, where you can add tweets in off like an automated system. It's pretty easy. And then we've also got this, like, what you were wondering was picture-to-picture type thing. So what we've done here is we've built a couple layers of picture-to-picture in just like a simple design layer here. And I can show you literally how easy this is. You're just going to say new layer. We're going to add 3 camera sources in here, and you can resize these and change the source from this drop down, so we can make this camera 2 and we'll make this camera 3. And then you can either display this over video like this. Kind of do a lot of different options.
How about it in 3D environments? Can you send them in 3D?
You got skew, like in Z-axis skew?
No, we don't have anything like that yet. Hopefully coming soon.
Okay.
Yeah, we use that a lot in Wirecast. Like the Apple keynotes and stuff. Yeah.
Barn door effect.
Exactly. So hopefully that'll be coming shortly.
Yeah.
But it's pretty easy. In here you can add just like a static graphic. So we can go in here to like pictures, you know, and grab like the static graphic here. You can put this in, push to the bottom layer.
And it
here.
supports ping, transparency.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Totally. So PNGs and JPEGs.
Yep.
And you can create kind of whatever effects you want to. You can add text. You can do literally just about anything. As well as our graphics are also like data-driven graphics now.
Yep.
So you can have, we can have a layer like this, and we can have multiple names. So we can go in here and design 1 layer, and in that 1 layer we can have multiple names. So we'll bring this up here.
What sort of scripting are you using for the variables? Just a basic.
It's just like a data. You can bring in Excel spreadsheet files. You can also have Google Drive it from the back end. So it's kind of up to you a little bit.
So sort of, for instance, the example you showed us here with the names. How do you address that field with double brackets?
You literally in the field you just double brackets
double
like
brackets,
this.
okay.
But then so you can just enter your name right in here pretty easily, and it'll just do an
and that will link
change
to that field. Is that it? That double bracket has to have that name.
Yes, it'll have name in it. So if I change this to name 1, then you're going to notice in my fields here it changed to name 1.
Exactly. So that's how you address the fields.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and then you can add as many rows, and you can add more columns if you'd like, images or text.
Will that automatically just put a variable into the column?
It won't automatically do it, but it will add one here, and we'll name this text 1. So we can go into our variable here, and then out of the drop down here, you're going to get another variable. And then you can add this in here, and we can add image, whatever you want to. And so it's very, very easy, and you can even add graphics. So you can go in here, we can add an image, we can search for an image, and we can bring this in here. And now when I go back to my design layer, I can come in here and I can say image. And then I can
just gives you a placeholder, is that it? Or
yeah, so what you can do, like I use this for lower thirds. I put everyone's headshots in. And so what I did is I tied this to like this area here, right?
Typical football, like this, like soccer player.
Yeah, exactly. And then what I'll do is for each name, I'll just grab the next image. And so each time I go from
because it will understand the position and sizing stuff?
Yeah, exactly. So it's basically gonna keep it in that same aspect ratio. So as I come around here, as you can see, like that one's there, and then I can choose the next one. It's gonna change the image and the information all at one time. So you can kind of create something very customized to that event.
How about videos? Can you do the same with videos? Can you have small clips?
No, we don't have that yet. It's a good idea though. And then you can also do this with new layers. So we could bring in a layer of like a Google spreadsheet. You can sign into your account and pull in that spreadsheet and have all that data driven off of an external source. As well as RSS feeds, and we have Twitter integration, countdown clocks. You can import a CSV file from Excel and things like that. Pretty soon we're going to have like Tektronix integration for scoring and timing and other things like that. So those are like the main things for graphics, and then we've just got 2 media bins for playing back media clips, traditional autoplay, loop list. And then we just got our streaming integration. You can stream to anyone that you'd like to. On these boxes, we don't limit you to going to live stream. So if you want to stream on Ustream or YouTube or anywhere else, it's a quick drop down, and you can choose whichever one you'd like to there. We have full transitions for just like 2D transitions for now for all of our for the main Switch, as well as all the independent graphics. Motion transitions and things like that are coming soon. Can't tell you when.
For instance, like transitions in the graphics layer would be interesting to see if you go from one scene to the next, moves the windows around.
Yeah, totally, exactly. So hopefully we'll have some
sort of dynamic.
A little bit of movement for things. Yeah, totally. And then we just have, you can bring in 2 remote cameras. We have a full audio mixer for each of your SDI embedded audio inputs coming in. Follow audio, link, solo, all of that.
Or you can lock audio to one.
Yeah, exactly. And you can link all the audio to one source, whatever you kind of want to do. And then we have a layer of input settings where we can convert up and down, convert video signals so that everything's on the same project format, so everything's kind of like frame accurate and ready to go. We have video and audio.
Blackmagic, is it?
Yeah, so we have Blackmagic Mini Recorder.
So it's sort of overriding the setting in the settings panel. It's
part of their API, and they just don't do it themselves, but we've just kind of tweaked it to do it. And we've got video and audio delay for each input as well.
That's perfect.
Yep. And then we have tally integration with Metaset's tally system. Really easy, just a USB box, you plug it in, Ethernet out to each camera.
We just bought a tally system that works with Panasonic's HS50 and HS400.
We support a lot of them as long as it's USB.
Yeah. This one is. But could we use like a USB to RS2, for instance, and try to address some of the pins, or
maybe
like a workaround?
Maybe. The Metaset Tally system is literally $100.
Yeah, okay.
It's super cheap. It's really easy to use. Not too crazy, but
how do you distribute on longer distances, like let's say 30 feet to 300 feet?
The Ethernet power is so low, it would probably run 1,000 feet.
Okay.